Penis eye. Penis in your eye. Eyes of penis. Eyes of Mars. Tears from Jupiter. In your hair.
I have taught you better than this.
Eyes of Jupiter in her hair.
Okay. You tuned in. There is an inter-school science fair today.
Okay.
And I, your mother, am going to drive you.
You're my mother? Oh, right, my mother.
Because you have a mother.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought she took the bus with Fred, Frank, Bruce, Johnny, Jimmy, Frederick.
To her school. But her mother's going to drive her to the science fair because she loves her.
Yeah, I have a mother. Not a mentor, a mother. Mentor fucker.
That's her
mother.
That's my mother.
Yatunde goes to a different school than you guys because Yatunde is 9. But...
What? I'm 10.
But Yatunde, guess what? We're
What?
going to do, like, as we are driving. So, guess what today is?
What?
It's your birthday, silly.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You remember your birthday was going to be on Monday? It's just a couple of days after, the name that I wrote down, Kendall's birthday.
Oh. Yeah. Kendall's birthday.
Yeah. It's having trouble coming to mind, but, like, now that she's saying it, it seems right.
Yeah,
But
right.
there's, like, a fogginess there.
My birthday.
Yeah. So I thought, after you win this science fair, maybe I could pick you and Kendall up and we could go to Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I love Pizza Hut.
I know you do, sweetie.
Yeah.
Are you okay, hon?
I'm really okay. Yeah.
You really okay?
Yeah. I just
She's like puts her hand on, like she's driving, but like reaches over and puts her hand on your forehead. You don't have a temperature.
No, I just forgot, I guess. It's my 10th birthday.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm gonna go to Pizza Hut.
Yeah, what else would you do? You love Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that sounds really good, Mom.
Okay. That'll be great. I'll pick you up after the science fair, after you win the science fair. And we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay. I already talked to Kendall's mom, so it should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
know, for like considering that they've only lived on this planet for like 2 months, like she's like a really nice, polite woman. Totally understands like what's socially acceptable. It's frankly amazing.
Who?
Kendall? Kendall's mom?
Kendall's mom's new?
Kendall's mom, do you remember their family came from somewhere else?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay? Of course I remember, Mom. Of course I remember.
Okay. Are you sure you're up for the science fair?
Yes.
Okay, if you say so.
Yes. I'm ready.
But you can call me if you're not feeling well, okay?
Okay, yeah. No, I'm feeling fine. I think. Just
okay.
Weird.
Okay, well this is it up here, so we're I'm just gonna pull up, okay?
Does she do some super annoying mom thing where she's like, I love you?
Yeah. She as you're getting out of the car, no, she drives an SUV. As you're like pulling up outside and she's like helping you unload your science project, which is like like you've actually like built like a wooden platform that's got like felt stapled to the top of it to make it look nice, like a nice black professional looking felt maybe. And then there's like a box so you can pull it off and reveal. It's fancy. But she's like, "Hun, I just want you to know." And she's talking like annoyingly loudly, so much so that other people around, the cool older kids that are approaching the school right now, can hear. I'm going to be there for you no matter what.
Cool, Mom. Okay, bye.
I'm going to be there for you no matter what.
Okay.
Bye. Go
Bye.
kill them. You got this.
I run inside. I gotta get away from this nightmare.
Aww.
So embarrassing.
Loki. How you doing? How you doing, bro? You? Yeah, you.
Am I down here to you?
Oh, I thought you pointed at yourself.
Oh, me.
Yeah, well, you. So you are hanging out at your project.
It's
your
a great,
social science project.
It's a social experiment, exactly.
Yes. I just want to say, like, people like you are the reason that Jeff thinks social science isn't real. I'm just glancing at my notes. So yeah, you are hanging out around your project. And who should be wandering down the corridor here, except Harley. Your good friend, Harley.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Harley.
Hey, girl, or boy, or how are you feeling today?
Right. No, it's okay. How are you?
Not as fun as you.
Yeah, that's cute. So,
can I get points for trying at least?
You get points.
So what did you do to call in on your project this year?
Well, my project, Harley, if you must know, is a complicated social experiment which is currently ongoing. And like any true scientist, I have no idea how it will turn out. I only look forward to gaining more knowledge through it.
Those like shitty gym chairs. He like sits down at one of those, like just sort of helps himself and sits down with you.
Oh, okay, you can sit down with me. That's cool.
Yeah. With a sort of familiarity you would with a friend.
Right.
Yeah. Why did you decide to do this?
Why did I decide to do this?
This social science project.
Do you believe in free will, Harley?
Yes.
Well, it is my hypothesis that free will is an illusion, that we're all driven by factors that were created that are far deeper and more complex than we can possibly comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
That life is merely a Rube Goldberg machine, constantly moving us towards an inevitable doom, and we have little choice in the matter. Every decision predetermined by genetics, by culture that surrounds us.
So you're saying all of this was predetermined?
By me. I mean, not predetermined. Again, I have no idea how it's going to turn out. But I set the Rube Goldberg machine in motion, and I'm going to see how it turns and see where it inevitably falls.
I might be hallucinating this, but I thought we had a conversation about how you were going to like put this sort of mischief behind you.
It's not Harley. This is science. This is science.
But you were. He like lowers his voice. You know, after what you and your brother did, I thought you were gonna turn over a new leaf.
This is a new leaf. It's a new leaf for science. Harley, I don't think you understand how science works, so, but that's okay. It's a complicated.
It feels like, you know, ever since you lost your powers, ever since you gave up your powers, you like were doing a lot better, and now you're doing this. I feel like you're falling back into old habits.
Harley, I appreciate your insight, and I appreciate that you care, but you really don't know what you're talking about. This is truly an altruistic expression. I may be using similar tactics that would.
We like the camera zooms out, and there are two people screaming at each other in the foreground. There's like a woman like crying, like she's like a tween girl, and their mace.
Is something on fire?
Her, like very cheap makeup is running. Yeah, and there's something on fire, and yeah, and you are saying,
I may be using similar tactics, but my heart, Harley, is like it's like a spotlight focused on one point. Truth.
I mean, but you don't want these people to know who you used to be, do you?
They already know who I used to be. Someone said that a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, like who you, like if you start doing the things you used to do again.
Oh, I'm not doing this. Harley, look at me. Is this the face of someone who would lie? Harley.
Okay, I'm just a concerned friend.
No, I appreciate that, Harley. I'm concerned for you. You seem to be projecting. Are you concerned about falling into bad habits on your own?
I mean, I don't know what you're saying.
Well, I mean, your radicalism, your desire to keep pushing things and towards any solution or any means necessary kind of thing you have going on with the environment.
I mean, the environment affects everybody.
No, I get that, but there's ways to do it with peaceably, right?
I mean, people have been trying to do it peaceably since the 1960s.
See, this is what I'm talking
It's never worked.
I think you're just projecting.
Social protest always takes some kind of stand up against
And you're brave.
Power.
Harley, I've always thought you were brave. So really what this conversation really is all about is you acknowledging your own bravery and your own brilliance, Harley. You're allowed to acknowledge that. Instead of projecting,
I feel like you're trying to turn this around on me and deflect the
Harley, I'm doing no such thing.
I've known you long enough to know when you're doing it.
Well, Harley.
Look, I'm just like, you've built a new life for yourself, and I don't want you to fuck it up.
I know. I appreciate that. Pez? I hold up like an Iron Man Pez.
And cat. Unless you have more, but that feels like a cat.
Language!
Pez? Pez is a swear word?
Oh, you said fucked up.
Oh.
That's very funny that we apparently swear and don't even realize it.
I'm not even 10.
Be 10 later today. Okay. Bruce. Give me a second to look over my notes. Hold on.
I've set up my mobile of the universe. Solar system, universe.
Yeah. You are at your mobile, and you hear, how to start this? What was the last thing you were doing? You were untangling cables, and then you did something else, right?
No, I just mostly remember untangling stuff.
Okay.
I was getting my table set up, and it was like a montage of just in the background showing Loki talking to like every other table in the science fair.
Mm-hmm.
And, the progression of everything that was happening in the background, and Bruce being like 100% oblivious to everything else that was going on.
Right. Well, you've set up your mobile, and you're watching it, and you're watching it move, and you find your attention is drawn to the Earth, and like you're sort of like unbeknownst to you, like your attention is so focused that the noise of the room around you starts to fall away, and you're like zooming in on the Earth, and you're watching it rotate on the mobile, and in your mind's eye you can see like there's something floating around the outside of the Earth, and what is that? Is that a ship? Something like that? And there's like a blue light emanating out of it, and then you blink and the moment's gone. But you're left a little foggy headed.
It's noisy in the gym.
Pretty sure you feel better if you got up and went for a walk, maybe.
I'm gonna make sure everything's set up. Double check the time that I'm supposed to be judged at versus the time that it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Determine if I have enough time between said times. And then I think I'm gonna go to the cafeteria, get a drink.
Okay.
I think I need a drink.
Okay. And you see some of the younger kids are starting to show up now. Yeah. As you're wandering to get a drink, we see you walking through the hallway. And like this is your school, I think we said, right? So we know, yeah, you know the way. But you hear somebody down the hall cry out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hear like a smash.
No!
You as you're walking down the hall.
I turned to where the smashy no-y sound was.
Okay, so you come around the corner quickly, and you see a cluster of younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the voice is familiar to you. You'd recognize your younger sister's voice anywhere. And there's a couple of kids shoving her, and she has just dropped her project. Yeah. And this is your younger sister, Natalie.
I'm gonna go over and like sneak up quietly behind the younger kids in that way
that you can overhear them saying the same things that you were said to you, calling her a freak, for being like some kind of like not a machine and not a person and not a witch. Like, what the fuck even are you? And like it echoes back to all the awful things kids said to you.
I'm gonna go up, like I said, I'm gonna sneak up as best I can behind them, as kids sometimes do, and then stand behind them and go, what did I want to say? I just forgot.
Please tell me that's what you tell them. That's awesome.
Okay, I guess
weird,
that's what I'm gonna.
But like weird, intimidating older sibling, like you, like they're saying stuff, and you're like, "Did I forget? What did I forget?" You know?
Go on. I was gonna say something, but now I have forgotten what I was gonna say.
Ah, shit! Where the fuck did you come from?
Around. Going around, absorbing brains through my metal tubes that extend from my fingers so I can become smarter.
The kids are like backing away. This is like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
like this is like, it seems like this is a group of, she's had trouble with bullies before, but this is something that she's complained about, but you've never met these people, but they're now backing away from you, more in fear than anything else. Like there's that anger there, but there's this genuine fear underneath of what you are. Yeah. You should get out of here, freak.
And then I'm gonna take
It's
another
like
step.
sort of the older blippy kid. He's trying to not be afraid, but he's trying to be brave.
I'm gonna take a step towards that kid in the looming, as only like an older kid to a 10-year-old can, looming step over them. And I'm going to stage whisper, worry, I won't eat your brains. There's nothing there to eat.
Well, Alex approves.
Are you laughing at your game or what I said? Okay, apparently Alex approves of my statement.
Do you want to maybe make a roll to provoke somebody?
Yeah.
Or perhaps to defend somebody would make sense.
Oh, what would you prefer? Defend?
I think it's up to you.
You should get a bonus because of Alex's reaction. Would be the
Yes,
reaction.
I agree.
Yeah, you can have a +1 modifier. You can take one forward for this roll, Stacey.
That's how you know that was a quality burn.
I want one whatever would actually make them like run away.
Probably defend somebody.
Defend? Okay. So I roll. Oh, I should actually grab my dice. Give me 2 seconds. My dice are right here.
I just remembered. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to make you guys roll dice in this game.
So it is roll plus savior. My savior's +1. But I get -2 to defend somebody. So I'm at a net -1. Seven -1, but +1 because of Alex laughing hysterically.
Yeah, you
So
took
I'm
one forward.
Yeah, so
Well,
I got.
what greater influence could there be here to the authenticity of our role playing than an actual 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, look at her. She's like, that was a great bird. So I have a 7.
Great job.
So I expose myself to danger or escalate the situation, right?
You expose yourself to cost, retribution, or judgment. Oh no, that's NPC hits.
I'm under
Sorry.
defend.
Expose yourself
For
to
NPC threats on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. On a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
What's the cost going to be?
So I will. I don't want to escalate because I want them to leave my sister alone, right?
I mean, that's up to you.
Well, I want them to leave my sister alone ultimately. So I'm willing to take, like, if a teacher comes by and like punishes me or something.
You want to expose yourself to danger. You want it to be redirected at you.
Yeah.
Because what's your worst case? That you explode?
Well, yeah, because I only have one more thing to explode. So show them. I would explode all over these kids.
Oh, that's a weird thing to say.
Is it?
Okay, so you get to still get to do a thing, right?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense because I didn't get over.
Yeah, but you still get to do a thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. May I recommend clear a condition?
Yeah, I was gonna say clear a condition. I'm gonna clear insecure because I'm trying to defend her right now. So.
Okay, so this group of kids are like, shit, we gotta the like sort of like lippy kid that's trying to like the gang leader is like, guess you freaks fly in groups.
We breed faster.
This isn't over.
Sure is.
You're gonna be sorry.
I have underwear that's older than you.
That doesn't.
Because you're like, what, 5?
That's a weird
acting
admission.
like this? You're like 5, 4? I mean, like, the behavior that you're exhibiting.
I'm 11.
Wake him up!
I'm 11.
I don't think so. You're definitely too short to be 11.
Are you calling me a liar, freak?
No, I'm just calling you. You obviously misunderstand how numbers work, which I can totally understand because your grade point average. What that explains a lot.
This planet would be a lot better without people like you. He turns and like sort of gestures and they start leaving. And he like does that shoulder check thing to your sister, who's like stuck there like holding her.
Break his fucking wrist.
That's escalating to a point where I don't think I should escalate. There's a little voice in the back of my head that sounds like Yutinde that says, break his fucking wrist. And I'm like,
He's 11 years old.
Yeah, but I'm only
and
5.
he'll get to be 12 if he learns how to not talk back because he got his wrist broke.
Wow. Are you gonna let them go?
Yeah, I'm gonna let them go.
Okay.
I go over to my sister.
Thanks.
Hey, Nat.
Hi. Thanks.
Do you need help fixing that?
Yeah.
Well, let's go sit up at your
She's
table.
like not. She's a little bit faint. Like, you know, she's just like bullied really aggressively, and then like she feels embarrassed that you got dragged into it. Like she's inconvenienced you by having to come rescue her. Yeah.
Look, I was on my way to get a juice for no particular reason other than to get out of the screamingness that was the gym. So let's go back to the gym and set up your stuff.
Could I have a juice?
You want to swing by the cafeteria first and we'll get you a juice? Okay, let's go to the cafeteria.
Do they have apple?
Apples or apple juice?
Apple juice.
Maybe. We'll go see what they have today.
Okay.
We'll ask Lunch Lady Dolores if they have apple juice in the back. If there's none up front.
Why doesn't anybody like us?
Because people are terrified of things that they don't understand. That's why people are terrified of math, because they don't understand it, therefore they hate it.
There was a bald man on TV that said something like that.
Dad's bald, so, you know, that must mean the guy was smart.
No, he was like a professor, like Professor Zed, something like that. A reference, humor.
But yeah, it's just a matter of they don't understand. And therefore they are afraid. And they're afraid because their parents are afraid.
Can't wait to learn my powers and they'll make them sorry.
Well, the best way to make them sorry is to become famous, and then they'll be like, oh man, I knew her when I went to school. And then when next time you give an interview because you saved a bunch of people, you could be like, yeah, and that dude Jared, he's a fucking asshole. Well, don't swear, not on national TV.
Maybe I'll be able to shoot lightning, and then I'll be like.
Well, that's true. Maybe once you learn to shoot lightning, you can control the voltage, and then you'll be able to just like taser them. Better yet, we can find out if we can get tasers. We could build a taser. We could tell Dad it's for a science project, and Dad will help us build a taser.
I don't think he'd be very happy with us if we did that.
We can ask Grandpa, and then Grandpa
He would
will
be
help
very
us.
happy to help us to do that.
Yeah, Grandpa would be very happy to help us build a taser. Let's go get some juice, and then we'll help like fix whatever's fallen apart in your thingamajig with the doohickey.
Okay.
Let's go get juice. Juice.
Melissa, what's Yutunde up to?
Probably, I think she's like hanging out at like, is it lunchtime? Why am I thinking it's lunchtime?
Because Stacy was talking about going to the cafeteria.
Okay. So probably I think she's like hanging out with her friends, but she's a little bit like out of it. Like she's still thinking about like what her mom was saying.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of like, something's off.
Mm-hmm. For some reason that there when it matters thing she said is like echoing in your head for some reason. Yeah. But yeah, something feels off today.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because I'm 10.
Or are you 11?
I don't think so.
Canonically, Yutunde has been 9.
Oh, okay.
Except for when she turned 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Yutunde has introduced herself saying that she is 10 a couple of times, but she was lying to sound cool.
No, she was rounding up. It's called math. Wow.
Just like when you are
She
like a 12-year-old and you're like talking to people online and you want to sound older than you actually are, so you say you're 16 because that's a normal age.
My birthday was like a month away.
You're more 10 than you were 9.
Also, I've killed more men than years I've lived, so back off.
Oh. Well, I can't argue.
No, you can't, and you won't.
But yeah, like for
Alex?
whatever reason that line your mom was saying is echoing in your head. It's trying, her influence is trying to push up your mundane.
Okay.
And to pull down your superior.
That's the opposite of what I am. Okay.
It's aligned to connection to other people.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's why I feel weird.
Maybe.
Because I'm normal.
Maybe 10-year-olds just feel this way.
Maybe.
This
This is ennui. People talk about ennui sometimes.
No, the Wii was like 2 generations ago.
Do you hear Alex laughing? Now,
then you know. Muted. So
then you know the truth.
Alex was laughing, but Stacy's microphone is muted. So.
Sorry, I'm giving Alex bedtime instructions, so we were not paying attention.
That's okay.
I was saying Colin's joke didn't count because Alex didn't laugh.
Valid, she did not.
She also could not hear me.
No, when I mute, I hear you guys. You just don't hear me.
You realize if I cover my eyes, you can still see me, right, Colin?
No, that's not how that works.
All right.
That's what, hey, you guys are still here. I thought you stopped existing.
Object permanence.
Object permanence is something you develop
when you're 36. Melissa doesn't have it yet, but you two do.
Was it just Rob and I have object permanence?
Yeah. And it's just developing for me.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's very confusing when I'm trying to do turning shooting, because like every time I'm looking away from the target, I forget that it exists. And then I turn around and I'm like, ah! You're welcome, Stacy. Rector. Yeah, so Kendall's sitting with you at lunch. And he's like, how did your project come along?
Oh, it's good. I was just thinking about the pizza party.
But what kind you're gonna get?
Do we usually have pizza parties for my birthday?
Yeah. Like, you said that you have done it every year.
Okay. I guess I just felt like my birthday must have been different before.
Like how?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like what you do on a birthday.
What? Well, I mean, we could do something else. Do you want to do something different?
No. No, it's not. No, I think it'll be good. I think.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't feel like a birthday.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Thinking about it.
Well, if you think of something that you want to do instead.
No, I mean, I just feel really weird today.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna eat your tater tots?
No, you can have them.
What do you mean you feel weird?
You know what? It's fine. Never mind.
Okay. How'd your project come together?
I already told you it was really good.
Yeah, but you didn't say what it is.
I don't know. And then she's like, kind of like has a moment of like, why don't I know? Why am I angry?
What do you mean?
I don't remember doing it. It just.
Oh, like you, what's that thing where people are working and like a fudge state, I think it's called.
You're a fudge state.
Good one. Okay. End scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's getting angry.
Yeah. Something's going on. What's going on? Something's going on.
I don't know. What's freaking me out, man?
I don't know about you, but this is like the best thing ever.
Your sister being bullied?
Yeah.
That's harsh, man.
Jesus.
Is it all 7 of my brothers and sisters should show up to like cheer me on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a family now. Loki, what's up with you?
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hello.
Well, I don't know. What is up with me? I am at. So we've already been judged, or that was just the first round of judging?
I didn't really realize there were rounds of judging at these things.
I don't know. Tony Stark already came by and I already explained my experiment.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be about the science project. It can be about.
No, I understand that, but I'm trying to think of what else we can. I've already talked to Harley.
Yeah. You could. I was trying to expose this idea of that maybe in this timeline, like part of Loki turning over a new leaf was not having powers.
Right.
So, because you were talking about wanting to play with the idea of regrets,
sure,
and things like that. And I was trying to introduce this idea of maybe backsliding.
Well, yeah. I mean,
which is definitely like a Loki theme, right? We haven't called it out specifically, but that's definitely been like a thing that young Loki has.
Yeah.
Do you wanna take it? Like I can go to Stacy and you can.
Yeah, go to Stacy. I can't think of anything right now.
Sure, that's fine. I mean, it is getting like one of the disadvantages to starting late, right? You've had a busy day of playing The Sims.
And Umbrella Academy.
Yes, fair. I
Oh, it's so good.
I started watching The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I'm only on season 1, so I
Oh,
got
me
started.
too.
Yeah.
I watched up to. Stacy, what was the last thing that happened when we were watching?
But don't say anything. I'm
I don't know, but it was good.
Yeah, we watched like 3 episodes.
okay. I think I'm on episode 3 or 4.
Okay. Let's compare notes after. Yeah. Bruce, what are you up to?
I'm helping Matt put together. We both have several juices, not just apple. We have one of each type of juice because we're at a science fair. So the experiment is to try different juices to see if they taste better in a scientific setting while we slowly fix her science project.
Okay.
So we're in the chaos of the gym.
The chaos of the gym. Okay. And her project has to do with like the sort of like techno magic things that you two are. But she is trying to do that with like an ant colony.
With a what?
Like an ant colony.
Okay, that's pretty cool, actually.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I'm gonna get an A.
Yeah. Did you get like Ant-Man's contact information and like ask him for advice on ants?
I didn't think to do that. Wait, does he even know about ants? I thought he was sort of like a thief guy.
He's called Ant-Man, and I believe he rides ants.
But like Iron Man doesn't know everything about iron.
I'm pretty sure
he does, actually.
I'm pretty sure Grandpa knows everything there is to know about iron.
But
I'm going to also
isn't
say
an optometrist.
but I'm also going to say Grandpa suits are not made out of iron, so he should not be called Iron Man.
Yeah, it's really a misleading name if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he points that out in the first movie, but it's okay.
I haven't seen the movies. I'm too young and for old people.
They're not movies, they're historical documentation.
I haven't seen that documentary.
Yeah, you haven't seen that documentary. It's not mandatory in your classes currently.
No.
But
I'm not
maybe
old enough that I'm taking contemporary history.
Well, we can always see if we can somehow get a hold of Ant-Man and see if he can so you can start your project this year and you can continue it for next year. Take the advice from the judges and stuff and then make it better for next year.
What did you do when people picked on you when you were my age?
I went and well, I ignored it for as much as I could because, I was told just to ignore it and they would leave you alone, and they didn't. No, they never do. I tried hitting them back. That just made it worse, and then I got all the lectures from literally everyone about why we're people like us who are stronger and better than everybody else aren't supposed to hit anyone. So that didn't work. I eventually just made friends with people that were bigger than them and or even scarier than me. And I made friends with those people and I hung around with them.
You mean like Loki?
Yeah, I hang around with Loki. And then, people are like, they go to do something and then Loki shows up, or then Thor shows up with his like apron and muffins. And people are like, damn, Thor looks good in an apron with muffins. And his muffins are amazing. So,
he doesn't look that good.
So I went and found other people to hang around with and was not alone. Also, until you can do that, try to be in line of sight of teachers at all times.
Okay. That seems
Teachers,
fair.
janitors, even any adult, or older kids.
Oh,
It's the problem is since we don't know when or what your powers are more likely to manifest when you have a strong emotional surge. So if people are bugging and harassing you and then you go to lash back out them, yes, your powers could manifest, but you could potentially hurt more than just the person you want to hurt.
Are you okay? You're talking more than you usually do.
I think this pineapple juice has too much sugar in it.
Well, that doesn't sound like you. She like hooks some wires together and something sparks and the ant colony begins glowing.
Mm. Is it a nice blue color?
Yeah, actually it is. And it you find as the blue sparks begin, like sort of the inevitable blue sparks that happen when something is turning on in a TV show, when it's an experiment, it is drawing your mind into it like it did before with the mobile. Only this time, it is like you are drowning in this light and you're trying to claw your way out of it. Only it claims you, and you sink back down into it, and you blink and that feeling is gone.
Whew. I think part of it is I'm tired. Maybe I haven't eaten enough. I was up all night finishing the last of my project. Yep, the last 2 nights trying to finish my project. Final details, you know, how to hang the strings at the right height so you get the 3D effect of the planets and the suns and, you know, the galaxies and stuff like that. And the perspective, because, you know, our solar system's the closest and then the rest. Anyways, it took me a long time for math and then I had to put it into visual practice. Anyways, how do your ants look?
I think they look okay.
Okay. Can we feed them some?
I think it's probably okay. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Juice? Can we feed them some juice?
Yeah, we can feed them some juice. Not too much. Not too much. No. Rob, do you have an idea?
Yeah. So, classic alternate reality dream sequence type situation. So, Loki is watching the events in the fair unfold with some degree of delight and pride. And
you monster.
And then they see out of the corner of their eyes a figure, a recognizable figure, a tall figure with a cape and a horned helmet, like this. But just for a second,
is he like a father figure to like everybody?
No, like a Loki figure.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was saying, was it Odin?
Oh, you can make it whatever you want, I guess.
No.
But
No, it's fine.
Loki's like startled and like looks around and then just scurries off, following the figure into the hallway.
You turn, like you follow him into the hallway, and you look up and down the corridor, and you see like the hint of a green and yellow cape flitting around the corner.
Okay. I make my way to that corner and I kind of peek.
Leads into like a bathroom.
Or what, sorry?
A bathroom.
Of course.
I'm trying to get you in front of a mirror.
I tiptoe into the bathroom.
Okay. It's one of those like single bathroom ones, not one of the ones that are like have like urinals and things. But there is when you're looking, you see the mirror, and your reflection is wrong.
What?
Or maybe it's exactly how it's always been.
It's like that thinks your reflection is Rob. I'm like, this is getting really meta. This is what?
Yeah.
I'm in the game?
Our characters are all reflections of ourselves.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So, sorry, the reflection is wrong. What way is wrong?
It is wrong in that it is who you used to be.
I start backing away from it.
Why are you backing away?
Because I don't know what's happening. I'm backing. Is it talking to me or something? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the.
Sorry, that was it talking to you. That was
Right.
him talking to you.
I'm like, this isn't happening. I'm obviously having. I fell asleep at the science fair. This isn't happening.
Of course it's happening. You're the god of mischief. You don't think that you wouldn't... You don't remember all the things that we did to make sure that the mischief kept going? You can't deny a part of yourself like this.
I'm a good guy now. This is.
You're not the god of good-hearted pranks. That's nothing. That's pathetic.
I prefer to think of myself as the god of japery.
Most people don't even know what japery is.
Or being punked. But no. You're something else.
The Ashton Kutcher of gods.
You're something else. You're this is not right.
I'm just what you've always been.
No, I'm better than this. And I lift up like the trash can and I throw it ineffectually against the mirror. And it bounces back. Oh.
The glass does shatter though. And now there's just 100 of him staring back at you.
Oh, this isn't right.
You can't deny this part of yourself forever. And if you do, well, it won't be good. Every attempt that you've made to try to do things better has ended up blowing up in your face.
That's not true. I saved the world. Along with my brother.
Did you? Think hard. Think hard. Is that actually what happened?
I think hard.
You're not so sure. You're not so sure that's actually what happened. This almost feels like a pleasant dream you're having.
This isn't right. You're not right. I'm better now.
You're not right.
You know what? Screw you. I am better than I don't have to stand here and take this from a reflection. This is not.
As long as you hang on to your power, you're going to have this struggle. I'm always going to be a part of you, always trying to drag you back to what you were. And just think about how much fun we'll have. Science fairs every day.
I'll have to hear this. I got my.
You are chaos incarnate.
I cover my ears and no, and I run out of the bathroom.
Okay. Cool. Love it. Can we? I want to stretch my legs. My chair is getting a little uncomfortable. We take 5.
I need to make some tea.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah.
Why don't we? I'm gonna pause the recording.
I just ran out of the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. You had. So I think that puts us to Yatunde.
Sure. I'm Yatunde.
Do you want to call for a scene, or do you want me to call for a scene?
I think established that she's feeling kind of weird.
Yep.
Maybe
if you were to sorry, go
on. Is there some way I could meet up with one of the other party members and be like, do you feel weird too?
Just call for that scene, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere that we all might be drawn to? That would connect us as a group. Somewhere is important to all of us. I would say the house, but I don't know if it's actually the house.
You can always just do it first 2 meet up and then the third person meets up, because that's usually how it does in TV shows. They start with 2 and then the third one resolves whatever they're resolving, and then
and then they know that it's not just them.
Yeah. Well, Bruce is busy having an out of body experience, so he's on the science floor.
I just ran out of the bathroom. You can.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you and Kendall went for a walk to try to clear your head, and you run into Loki in the hallway.
Yeah, I like that. Don't we go to different schools though?
So the reason the science fair is happening is so I had an excuse to have you all in the same place.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this isn't your school, but you're.
But I'm at the science fair. Gotcha. I'm with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you with
so maybe I've stepped out of the science fair, just to get a little bit of distance.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe someone else is also having that reaction.
Well, Loki is definitely doing that, like we just said.
Okay.
I see you running.
Okay, I see this older. What does Loki look like right now?
Loki looks like an androgynous person with short black hair and leather jacket, a t-shirt that has an appropriately funny saying on it of some sort.
Yeah.
Yep.
How old do you look?
15.
Okay. I feel like Yatunde just kind of ends up staring at you for a little bit. As this happens.
Right.
Yeah. Why do I care about this person who's not twice my age?
Right.
But I feel drawn towards helping you.
Okay.
Do you say anything? Is there anything I can
something's horribly wrong at the science fair.
What do you mean?
I don't even know.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
Right behind me. Is there some sort of inciting incident that would draw us all together even further?
Well, why don't we can start with you two and then go for Bruce.
No, but something that would compel us to be in the why would I trust a 10-year-old is kind of my point.
Yeah.
I mean, I am happy if you want to chalk it up to a feeling.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want more than that?
Maybe something that's we are superheroes at the end of the day, so maybe something the dark, the lights keep going off behind us, one at a time, in a horror movie kind of thing, coming towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly, the lights are turning off in the corridors until only the ones directly above you are on. Sort of effectively putting the two of you into the spotlight.
Did you do this?
No. Where'd your friend go?
My friend?
It's gone.
Okay. Creepy. I feel like Yetunde like reaches for her weapon, but she obviously doesn't have anything.
There's something about that gesture that feels so familiar both to you and to Loki.
Oh no.
This place is not what it seems. I mean, not in a normal high school way, because high school generally is creepy. But this is even weirder than normal. Like, it just, I mean, does it seem strange that there's a high school filled with Skrulls and Kree, and how does that make any sense?
I don't. School feels weird overall.
Yeah,
The light above you flickers menacingly.
oh jeez. We gotta go. I grab your hand and I run.
Where are we going?
I don't even know.
I feel like there's like a moment where like Yetunde's like not sure what to do, and then like all of a sudden is like going along with it, and they are turning like at the same time, like they know where they're going.
Okay.
Even though they clearly don't.
You are having like Yetunde, you keep finding yourself like almost like frustrated with your body. Like you know that you can perform better than this.
Yeah.
But your body isn't performing the way that you would expect it to in a crisis. You're slow, you're lethargic. It's like you've like your response times are laggy.
I feel like I grab a broom handle that like a janitor has left out, but like I fumble it.
Right.
I was just like, that's not right.
You like find yourself in like you spill into like an empty classroom that's not being used today because of the science fair. But the wall outside, even though it's supposed to be the middle of the day, it's just black out the windows. And not like nighttime, but emptiness, save for the stars.
Oh god.
Why are there so many stars? I yell in frustration.
I don't.
Like normal people do.
I don't even know. Oh god. It all feels so wrong.
As you look out the window, sort of like looking up and looking down, trying to get a sense of it, you notice like the outside of the school, instead of the brick that you would expect, that sort of like 70s like dappled brick that you see on buildings. Instead, it's like sleek, metallic, but there's like sensors on the outside of it, like a spaceship.
Are we in space?
What? I run over to the window. Look down. What? Oh. Jesus. Better not be some crazy Kree science experiment gone wrong.
He always assumes the Kree. My friend's a Kree.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's pretty racist, Rob.
Pretty safe assumption.
It's a crazy solution.
I feel like it's a good way that we can cut there, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Stacy, what's up?
Bruce is happy, content. Chaos going on in the thing. Got my sister's science fair stuff up and going. She's a lot calmer. I'm about 2 rows over. So I'm just gonna head back to my thing to wait for my science fair.
Cool.
Time.
You got a really good feeling about this year.
Yeah.
You managed to like talk to some of the officials at the fair, and because your sister's having trouble, you like got her booth moved over beside yours so you can like
Keep
hang out.
an eye on her.
Yeah. You got a really good feeling. I mean, like your project's really good, but this like alien ant farm thing that she's got going on, premium science.
Premium.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's more artsy, but mine has to do with the galaxy and like distances. Like there's science to it.
Yeah.
But overall, it's more art.
Yeah, you've made an art themed, a science themed art installation piece.
Yeah.
But that's not what your sister has made.
No.
Yeah. But you know, you're sitting there, and every time one of those sparks fly, there's just like a little piece of your mind that says, "This isn't going to last."
I resolutely
You,
just too hungry. I go into my backpack and I pull out one of my energy bars.
Mhm.
It's that glowing blue cube.
Yeah. The one your dad gave you?
Yeah, that looks highly reminiscent from like, you know, a movie prop from one of the ancient documentaries.
Like an ancient documentary about robots that are able to turn into other robots. I'm going to call it transmorphers.
I was leaning more towards, you know, a cube that was in a staff that once belonged to Loki. But, you know, that also works because
Right.
that cube is reminiscent of that too.
Okay, cool.
I offer one to my sister.
She takes it and is delighted to have it.
As all good energon cubes are.
Yeah. And she, as she does, she takes it and bites the corner of it and then drinks the contents. And it like sort of turns flat as she is drinking it until she is left with like a plastic sack that used to be cube shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as everyone in our family does, everyone in the family eats their cube differently because I eat mine like an apple.
Bruce.
But
what's going to happen to me when you go?
What do you mean when I go?
Like when you leave?
Like leave high school?
Sure.
Well, you've got younger siblings and you have in between siblings.
But I don't think this place is going to keep existing when you go.
What do you mean it's not going to keep existing?
I think this place exists because you and the others came here.
This place has always existed?
Oh, okay.
I don't really understand what you're getting at.
You should feed some of that to the ants.
Oh. Okay. Into the ant farm.
She seems sad.
Why are you sad? Do you think you're not going to get a good mark on your science project?
No. I think you're going to go home and I'm going to be trapped here with people who hate me.
No, you can just come home with me.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Does it work like that?
Sure. I think it totally works like that.
I mean, if it did, I think there would be a cost.
No, I think we're good.
I think you're not taking this seriously.
I think you don't understand just going home.
Your friends just came in. And indeed, Loki and Yatunde have just spilled into the room, looking a little panicked. You sort of, like, you know Loki. You don't know who that kid is, sort of familiar, but...
Sorry, Bruce. I mean, sorry. Oh, I was muted. You guys didn't hear that, did you?
I did.
I heard, sorry,
Oh.
Bruce. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay, good.
Hey, Loki.
So where are we? I thought we were in a different room.
Sorry. I sort of was trying to narratively convenience you by having you show up.
Oh, okay. So we ran again, and now we're in a different room.
But you can always go back, right?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. So is this the science fair room?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone, something is horribly, horribly wrong.
Oh, you're making a general announcement?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Loki. What is
people are-
horribly, horribly wrong?
People are moderate. Wrong.
You're talking nonsense. Listen to the man.
Man, look. I don't know what's happening exactly, but I think reality may be broken. I don't want to alarm anybody. Is anyone else experiencing anything strange?
Harley speaks up and it's like, yeah, Loki, we know reality is broken. Like, corporations are polluting our planet, and...
Oh, get over yourself, Harley.
All right. Thanks for your input.
Okay.
I rush over the door. If reality's not broken, how do you explain this? Oh, the door open the outside door.
You pull open the door?
The outside door. How do you explain this?
And it's like what you would expect to be out the door.
Shit. I mean, I close it again. I mean,
let him speak.
Dude, it's just a parking lot.
Ah, damn it! Close the door.
You're just a parking lot.
Your mom's a parking lot.
You shouldn't explain what we just saw.
We just saw the truth. That's what we saw. The truth being that everything's... How did I know your name was Bruce? Also, I don't want to go to Pizza Hut for my birthday. That just feels wrong.
First of all, Pizza Hut makes all the sense in the world. It's a delicious restaurant, and everyone should go there.
Awesome.
But, exactly. How would Yatunde know about Pizza Hut? She's from a country that doesn't have Pizza Hut.
We have Pizza Hut.
But she's living in this country, and we do have Pizza Huts.
Yeah, we have Pizza Huts in yeah, we don't.
In the Americas.
Go back.
All right, never mind. Point is this.
Loki, I feel like you're losing your point.
Look,
Sorry.
there are too many stars, okay?
There's
Too many stars.
I list the exact number of stars there are in the universe. Because that's what my project is about.
Right. There are billions of stars in the universe.
There are billions of stars in the universe.
Well, there used to be, and then they got taken away, I think.
No, those stars are all still here.
Yeah, that's what my whole science project is based on. Stars.
But why would you do that if you knew that they were there?
People are starting to lose interest in your grant proclamation because it doesn't really
this
seem
is
like
not
you have
working according to
anything.
plan. All right. Damn it. I thought I figured it all out. Why does that be so hard?
Bruce's sister speaks up.
Yeah?
And it's like, what are you guys talking about?
We're talking about the truth.
None of this seems real.
Oh, because none of it is.
Thank you. I told you it was
Right?
wait, you know it's not real.
Finally, someone gets it. Ah, thank you, unknown child.
This is my sister, Natalie.
You don't have a sister.
Yeah, I do. I have lots of brothers and sisters.
No.
He wished he had a sister.
No, I got many of them.
What did you find? Yetunde, Loki, what did you find?
Oh, sorry. I think you're talking to Bruce.
Yeah, me too.
We
Sorry.
thought we found this is sort of spaceship, and reality is not what we think it is, and it's messing with our minds. That's what we found.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's the last thing you remembered? Really remember?
Who's that question for? Oh, Bruce.
All of you.
I remember. Shit, what do I remember? What was the last thing we did before everything went to hell?
You guys borrowed a bunch of Iron Man suits and flew to space.
We flew to. Oh, that's right. We went to the space station.
A spaceship. It's a Quinjet, actually. That was in space. That had a shard of the Mind Stone.
We went to the Quinn station.
That's right. That's right. Because there is a piece of something that was there that we were looking for. A shard of. Damn it. Something. Tip of my tongue.
She elbows Bruce. Stop gnawing on that. Come on, you remember.
No, I remember, working on my projects and, you guys all running around being loud in the house.
Bruce turns to Loki. Nat turns to Loki and you two, and it's like, sorry, he doesn't want to remember.
Right. I think there were 3 of us on the mission. So.
Bruce, you have to help.
Help what? I don't understand. I'm just assuming this is part of Loki's chaos theory science experiment.
Look, Bruce. This is a beautiful reality. A beautiful made-up reality where we have everything we wanted and everything turned out great. But that's just because that's what you want doesn't mean that that's what's right. This isn't right. And there's people out there who are depending on us. While we're in here living the best lives we can imagine for ourselves, there's people out there who are going to suffer soon. People who no longer exist. Bruce. Please.
You have to remember. Remember. Did it work?
That's up to Stacey.
I don't know how much you paid Yetunde to go along with your crazy theory here, Loki, but
See, how do you know my name?
Loki said it.
Shit.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
No, Bruce, he didn't.
What do you guys want to show me?
The truth.
Right. A little less creepy than that, though. Come.
Come to the truth.
The window.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth.
And this window is exactly how
Natalie, come with us.
Okay.
Because I don't want to leave you here in case the creeps show up.
Okay.
I turn to one of my classmates and ask him to watch our booths. Hey, Frankie, can you watch our booths? Make sure no idiots.
Your booth is a lie.
Yeah, I'll make sure nobody steals your super science ants.
Thanks.
Hashtag booth's not truth.
Okay,
right.
So we cut to the room, and you walk in, and it's space, just like Loki and Yetunde Remember, out the window. And when you, sorry?
So I said C?
Oh.
That looks like space.
Yes.
Because it is space.
That's correct. It does look like space.
Bruce, you can put it together. It's okay.
But I like it here.
You can't trap your friends here.
Well, let them go back.
I'm not sure it works like that. They'll only get sucked back in.
But I really like it here.
It was nice having a brother.
Why don't you come with me?
I think it would kill you. Maybe not right away. But I think that you're not ready to channel that much of the power of the stone. It's your call, but I don't think it's a good idea. You can do it if you want. I'm just part of your imagination after all. You made me just like Dad made you. Bruce, this is Colin speaking. You have a choice.
Yeah.
You can use your powers to pull yourself and your friends out of the Mind Stone and close it off. Bubble it so that it won't harm anybody. And then you can move it. But you could try to bring her back with you. But if you do that, you're going to change skins.
I'm going to change the what?
Do it.
You're going to change skins. You can bring her back with you, but it's going to mean channeling your power in a way you never have before.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Sure. Well, right now, my conditions are afraid, guilty, and hopeless.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to play that. That's what I'm...
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. I'm going to bring her back.
You're going to channel your powers?
I'm going to try.
I would like you to roll to unleash your powers.
Do it, Brucey.
Unleash my powers. Unleash my powers. Roll plus freak. Oh, crap. Okay. So I'm at a net -3. Five.
Okay. You are standing in the room when you make the decision, and the other two are watching you. Do you say anything before you try?
I think I would have just said, well, I'd rather bring you back, and then...
Okay. So she takes her hand, And then it is like, from the perspective of Bruce and Yatunde, it is like Bruce is stretched along 5-dimensional axes at the same time, and then shrinks away to nothing.
I can only see 3 of those, so that's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can normally see 3. Now you see 5, and you're like, I don't get it.
And Bruce, now you're on the outside. This is that sensation you had of drowning in the energy, drowning in blue. You pulled yourself out of the Mind Stone. Somehow when you came up here, you must have fallen in just like Emily did before. You and everybody else. But
I look around for everybody else.
It's just the 2 of you.
Just me and Natalie?
Yeah. You have to pull them out now.
Oh, I was just assuming they were figments of my imagination as well.
Rude.
You know better.
Do I? I don't know what's real anymore. Am I rolling the same thing?
No, it's fine. Just, you're going to have to focus on one of them at a time.
Okay.
Who's first?
I will pick Loki because I know Loki better and longer.
Wow. Okay, sure. Go and save Loki, your best friend, I guess.
Yeah.
I bet you guys will go to prom together, too.
That's the hope.
I've never even been to prom.
You're not old enough to go to prom.
You're not old enough to go to prom.
You're right. I'm also not old enough to go to prom. That's like years away.
Loki.
Yeah.
Reality turns sideways. And you find yourself sitting beside that statue of the Avengers you were 5 or 6 episodes ago with your brother.
Okay.
This is like a
With your brother.
With like a wormhole alien situation.
Oh. Gotcha.
And he's like, and your brother is sitting there with you, and he's like, "So what are you gonna do?"
I assume this is another reality within a reality. It's like a nesting doll type thing going on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an Inception.
Right. No, I get it now. So what am I going to do with what exactly?
Well, brother, you're backsliding. You created a bunch of supervillains to try to make yourself look better, which isn't about helping anybody. It's about making you look better.
I don't know what I'm going to do in the long run. Like being good is very, very difficult. You make it look really easy.
You've been trying it for about 2 weeks.
Feels like longer. But all I know is that happens, I can't be good or evil. There's no universe anymore.
I think the powers that the Fates gave you can only really be used for evil. Or at least a gray morality.
Right.
Maybe you need to move past them.
I don't have powers, but like I'm the god of mischief. Like that's kind of.
I don't know if you can be the god of mischief and be a good guy.
Yeah.
Mischief isn't good. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope you figure it out.
Well, all I know is that, as I said, in order to save the world, in order to be good or bad, I have to have a world to be good or bad in. So that's my focus right now. I have to save the world, brother.
Yeah, you do.
Not
Also,
there.
that guy out there, he knows your secret. He's gonna come for you.
Oh, Harley? Oh, I'm not worried. All right, cool. I will. I mean, I should be worried, but I have this weird ability to. Doesn't matter. Okay, excellent. Well, that's good seeing you, wise mind cube thing, alien.
Just be you. I'm not really sure. Good luck.
Thank you.
Two aspects of your personality, right? It's the mischievous God side of you and the part that wants to be more noble. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Or die trying.
Right. All right. So how do I get out of here?
You feel, you say that and you feel yourself like coming apart.
Well, geez.
And we see Bruce like drawing you out of the Mind Stone, like drawing your energy out and then reassembling you.
My Odin's beard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you're back on the Quinjet in space. And Bruce is like containing the energy of the Mind Stone.
You have to get your Tunde out.
I can only do one person at a time. Give me a moment.
Right.
Oh,
God, no
like
wonder
this.
fucking...
If this was easy, we'd be doing this all the time.
Your voice is lagging too. Does this mean
we cut to Yetunde sitting in a Pizza Hut with her mom. And all of the windows.
I don't want this pizza.
All of the Pizza Hut windows show space, the wonderful vastness, the nebulas, the galaxies, the swirling colors.
Mom, you're not listening. Space is infinite.
Yeah.
Mom!
No. Why?
You're not listening. Never listen when I talk about space.
I know it's infinite. What do you mean?
No, you don't. You don't understand because it's not real.
Space isn't real?
Oh my God, Mom.
Yetunde, I haven't been a good mom to you. I'm sorry I was taking away from you.
It's okay. You were dead for a lot of it.
I'm concerned about you.
Why?
Our princess is a wonderful person. She has many good characteristics. But
right? I know.
sometimes a kid needs to be allowed to be a kid.
I don't want to be a kid. I don't want to be at Pizza Hut. I want to be in space.
She looks at them. You'll be back soon enough.
Fine. And I like pick
It's important.
I pick like the pepperoni off my pizza. Like my head on my like.
Yeah.
Why'd you order pepperoni if you're just gonna pick it off? Oh my
Because
God,
I'm being
10-year-olds.
moody.
10-year-olds.
It's the buffet.
Alex does that. I want pepperoni pizza, and then she sits and picks all the pepperoni off the pizza, and I'm like, when?
She wants the pepperoni wheel. Let's have this moment. Yetunde, I want you to think about something.
Okay. I like thinking about things.
I see there's a few things you can do. to try to be both. You could maybe try to find a new mentor.
What? No, what? Why would I want a new mentor?
Fair. But maybe you try to listen to her a little bit less. Maybe you try to be... People in that country, they need a beacon, right? Maybe you've been studying with her for a long time. You've learned a lot. But maybe you can stand on your own a little bit now, too. And maybe that gives you space to be you. Find out who you are without her.
I don't want to be me. I'm not as good as she is.
Aren't you?
No.
You're 10.
Yeah, well, you just told me that I know everything already.
I mean that maybe you've learned what you can from her guidance. I'm not saying that you don't have her around, and I'm not saying you don't look up to her, but maybe pivot, maybe be
More mundane.
no, think of yourself like, don't think of her as a mentor, but think of her as a friend and a guide, but you become a beacon unto yourself.
Okay. Guess I could do that.
So she is suggesting that you change skins.
Oh, how dare you, Mom!
But you tuned in, even if you decide not to, I want you to remember that, like, the people in our lives are important to us, and that you always need to be there when it matters.
Okay.
Just think about it. You don't have to make a decision right now. This sort of change comes from me.
Okay.
I'm glad that we got to have this pizza.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, bye!
And you pull Yetunde out.
I'm tired and I have a headache.
So you've pulled everybody out of the Mind Stone. You can safely bubble it now. But you feel changed inside, Stacy. Channeling the Mind Stone energy like this has changed something within you. And from now on, your skin is going to be the Doomed.
The what?
The Doomed?
The Doomed.
You'll have to get me. You'll have to get me that.
We'll worry about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dude?
The Doom.
Doom.
Oh, the Doom.
Doom.
Like the Big Lebowski.
A sword of Damocles is hanging over Bruce's head.
No, not Damocles. That guy sucks. He's got really bad aim.
Okay. That's all I have for tonight.
Oh, and Yetunde, this is my sister, Natalie.
Hello. You're a figment, but now you're real.
I'm
Just like me.
Is she my age?
Yeah, she's 10.
Oh, we're gonna be best friends. Oh my god, I can't wait to tell you what existence is like.
I'm really excited to exist.
Me too.
And credits. Directed by Colin Peacock.
I'm really excited to exist.
So since I created her like my dad created me, technically she's my daughter.
Yeah.
Bruce.
You're responsible for somebody now, Bruce.
I had a kid.
Brucey.
And
Okay.
we had a kid, and now Loki and Yetunde get to help Bruce raise a kid. It's like a comedy sit show.
To quote something I think we all know, that log just had a child. Thank you.
Casey and I had to stop watching The Mandalorian after the first episode in order to watch that video.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. It was great.
Yeah, it's such a good video.
Run, 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 jump.
Okay. Everybody take an advance.
Oh.
How does this work? If I'm getting a new skin, do I just transfer over whatever I take?
We'll worry about it later, Stacey. It's a little bit more
Okay, thanks.
complex for you, so we'll worry about it later.
I'm going to unlock a moment of truth.
Ooh.
Do it.
So that allows it to happen.
So yeah, whether I'm a hero under the facade or the one who can make the hard choices heroes can't make.
Mm-hmm.
If it ever shakes to show the truth, whether it's serving to save the day from terrible villains or stopping the bad guy once and for all. Of course, once you've shown who you really are, there's no way back to playing the clown. Yeah, we'll see with that. But all right, let me just.
I just thought of how Loki can change his powers into that of good. Because he's the god of mischief, which is like a form of chaos, right?
That's what I was getting at.
You change that chaos, which is another word for like random acts, but of kindness. Random acts of kindness.
I'm like the Oprah. Mischief.
Yes, you're the Oprah of mischief. Because it could be mischief. You could become literally the tooth fairy and leave money under good kids' things. Under bad kids. You could literally at Christmas put coal into bad kids' stockings.
You get a prank. So, and you get a prank. And you get a prank.
Everybody gets a prank.
So, Melissa,
yes.
I mentioned that Stacey is going to be the doomed.
Yeah.
Your mother has given you a choice.
Okay. Is this a sucky choice?
You can either change skins.
Okay.
To the Beacon, which
The
is
Beacon.
The Beacon is an unpowered character skin, but it's less mentor driven.
She thinks I'm a commoner.
But it's the thing that's interesting there is that it is more driven by people and emotional connections.
Okay.
So but even if you don't want that, she's going to give you a free move.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you can think about it. You don't have to decide right away.
So I either become the Beacon or going to move from the Beacon?
You actually, either way, you're going to get a move from the bull.
From the what?
The bull.
The bull?
Yep. It's called There When It Matters, which is the thing she was saying to you.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can be there when it matters for my friends.
I have 3 advancements. How many advancements does everyone else have?
If I get
this is my 4th, actually.
Yeah, if I take this advancement, it would be my 4th.
Oh.
Because right now I only have 3.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I have 2 powers from my own book extra and 1 power from another book.
Did I miss an advancement then, or you guys just got?
I think we both actually have an ability, like it's tied to one of our abilities.
Oh, okay.
I kept rolling really crappy.
Oh, Stacey, did you remember to take experience when you rolled crappy?
I just rolled crappy that once, right? Like if I still get over 7, that counts as a pass, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I only rolled the bad once.
Did you remember to take the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that did not get me.
But I was just asking if you remember.
Yeah, I have 3 potential marked of my 5.
Okay.
But I have previously rolled.
Do you guys feel like you grew closer or further apart this episode?
Probably closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You guys, this was a good episode, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Favorite moments? My anxiety later on tonight would like to know about your favorite moments.
I like the mirror. I like the conversation with my mirror self. That was fun.
Thanks.
I wanted something surreal. Scratch that itch.
You got that?
Yeah.
Good.
I liked eating Energon cubes.
That was your big takeaway from the episode?
I think Colin's looking for something a little more substantial.
Yeah, like a lot of this was built around emotions.
Well, Bruce didn't want to leave. Bruce wasn't planning on leaving.
Where does Stacy?
So that, Stacey, that's the thing.
Okay.
Like that's the.
If you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce didn't want to leave and had to end up leaving. It's sad.
Right,
So it was emotionally affecting, which means I did a good job.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Melissa, you got anything? Do you have a favorite moment?
Oh, I like Pizza Hut.
You like the Pizza Hut?
Yeah, I liked having cosmic crisis at Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm. I thought you might like that.
Crisis on Infinite Pizzas.
It was fun. Like, I really enjoyed how you guys kept me on my toes, because doing these sorts of scenarios means that like I have to be very flexible around the way that you guys do your part of the story too, right? So there is definitely a lot of improv on my part, which is fun because it keeps me on my toes, and I'm feeling cognitively available enough tonight to do that, which is nice. Yeah, I had a really good time tonight, guys.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody else did too.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna log off though, because
you said we're getting to our last bit of like achievements and